We got a big show coming up today, too. We're going to find out some easy ways to spruce up your home. Just in time for winter, Justin Cave, host of HGTV's Groundbreakers, is going to join us with some ideas right there. Looks like Chloe's garden is nice and sunny.
Still ahead on the 10 show, let's talk about some gorgeous landscaping ideas to turn your outdoors into a showplace. All without spending a bundle. The host of HGTV's Groundbreaker joins us next.
It's a little gloomy right now, but we've got sunshine for the weekend, so you might be itching to get outside and do a little sprucing up around your house. Justin Cave from Groundbreakers on HGTV is here with some great advice.
How are you?
Justin, it's never the wrong time of year to do this around the house.
That's right. It's the fall season now, so it's getting a little bit cooler, but there's still a lot of things that you can do both inside and outside.
And for some plants, this is great planting time right now.
Absolutely. Like take these mums, for example. You just don't get any more color than that out of a plant. So this is a great fall plant that you can bring into your home.
And they're bulletproof, and they're not expensive.
These can take a beating. They're really easy to keep alive. So if you don't have a green thumb, this would be a great plant for you.
I planted some. They're thriving, which proves that it can be done.
Absolutely. And you really can't beat the color. But there's a lot of things that you can do in the landscape. And kind of what I want to get to everybody today is, make it a family affair. If you have children, get them involved and teach them how to plant something.
And maybe something that they can watch grow from very small and then possibly even eat later on. Is that a good idea?
Absolutely. With children, there's a lot more anticipation if instead of buying a plant that's already sprouted, if you start from a seed or for a bulb, because they get to see it actually grow, and that's a lot of fun for them. There's really a lot of anticipation that goes along with it.
What do you recommend if a child wants to get started planting, or even adults? How should they best pick these plants?
Well, for me, I like a lot of tropicals and evergreens, but a lot of it is just personal preference, like what you like. Like for an orchid, for example, is a really hard one to grow, so I wouldn't start there. But herbs, like this rosemary, for example, it's got a great fragrance to it. It smells really good, and it's a really easy plant to do.
Are orchids as difficult to grow as they used to be?
Well, it really depends. I got a great deal on this one. But
they're much more reasonably priced these days.
Yeah, actually, I got this one, and that's another great tip, is during fall, a lot of this stuff, they're slashing prices. We're moving into winter, so if you get to the nursery or the landscape center, you can get some really good deals.
And you've got some ideas, too, on how to accessorize your garden as well, beyond the plants.
Absolutely. I got these planters right here from CSN stores, and planters are a great, easy project that anybody can do. I got all this plant material for under $100. So a container, for example, you want to select your container. There's so many different styles and types and colors, and that's part of fun too. Is the part of accessorizing is picking your container. But you just want to follow a few general rules. Like for a container, you want to have something that's got some height to it. And then I picked this ivy as kind of a trailer. So you got basically it's got some depth to it, a little bit of height, and something that's going to kind of cascade over it. These planters right here actually have a stand too, so when it gets a little bit longer, you can elevate it on a stand, and it just adds another touch to it.
All right, wintertime is coming in. If you're worried about your winged friends, your feathered friends, you have an idea that's kind of a nice little family project, too.
This is another product that CSN has, is the birdhouse. So this is a great way to get interactive with the children, have them have a tangible finished product that you could put out in the yard, and then it's functional too, because the birds are going to enjoy it.
And does this attract any particular type of bird?
It depends on what region you're at, what type of bird you're going to, attract, but more than likely you're going to have a furry feathered friend living in there.
All right, so that's brand new, but you've got some ideas on how to recycle things from indoors to out?
There's lots of things that you can do. This newspaper, I know everybody gets a newspaper, whether you pay for it or not. Sometimes they'll just show up there in the front yard. But newspaper is a great way. You can put newspaper in your landscape bedding to help suppress the weeds. So once you get your plants planted, put down a thin layer of newspaper and then cover it with a layer of mulch or pine straw, and that'll suppress weeds come next spring.
Very good. And how long will that last? Do you have to redo that?
No, you don't have to worry about it. It'll actually biodegrade, and then you can just turn it and mulch it into the planting bed.
Very good.
So it's really functional.
All right. Any other twists for outdoor planting or sprucing up?
Just to take it outside. And today everybody's so busy. A lot of people get detached from the natural world that we live in. And planting, doing herb gardens, vegetable gardens, it's a great way to just get back out in nature, and it's really therapeutic.
Now, you mentioned CSN stores, and I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, you can go to csnstores.com, and they've got a lot of great products, patio products. So check it out, and you might find something you like.
All right. Well, Justin Cave from Groundbreakers. When is Groundbreakers on HGTV? When can we catch it?
Check HGTV.com. You can catch the whole lineup.
All right. It's on constantly then, right?
Yeah.
Justin, great so much.
Thank
you so much to see you.